Hi, my name is Caden Dennison, and today I will be talking about transgender individuals as it relates to gender identity versus sexual identity. So, first, I'm going to define what a transgender individual is for those who don't know. Transgender is defined as anybody who does not identify with the gender they were assigned. So, for example, if you were born male and you do not feel as though you are a male, you feel as though you're female, or maybe you don't feel like you are any gender. But for this example, if you were male that feels as though you were female, you would either socially, medically, or physically transition to by taking hormones or getting gender reassignment surgery, coming out to your friends, etc., or all three, so that you could live your life and present as female on a day to day basis. Um, so, gender identity relates to that. There are a few different types of gender identities. You have male to female, which is a male, born male, transitions to female. You have female to male, born female, transitions to male. There's genderqueer, which is which are people who don't feel as though they fit into either box. They don't feel male or female, or there's days where they feel more male or more female. Usually, they present as one more than the other. Um, a lot of them are just very androgynous, and there's different pronouns that they use, like Z and Zay, I believe the word is, um, to have like a gender neutral type of presentation. Then there are intersex people who are people who are born with both male and female characteristics, where at birth, usually the parent chooses what gender they want in a child, I guess, and that gender may be one that that person does not agree with. So, in a sense, they have to transition to present as the gender that they feel. Okay, so beyond that, there's sexual identity. A lot of people get sexual identity and gender identity confused. For example, when you think of the acronym LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, transgender actually does not fit within that acronym because transgender is a gender identity. Lesbian, gay, and bisexual are all sexual identities. Sexual identity is who you are attracted to on an emotional sexual level. So when a person transitions, for example, a someone who was assigned female at birth, they may have always liked men their whole life, but always felt like a man. So when he transitions to live as a male, he is now a gay man. Same goes for a female assigned at birth that likes females. When they transition to be male, they are now heterosexual, and so on and so forth. A lot of people get the two confused when they are not one and the same. There are transgender people who, for example, there are transgender males who would be the ones that are female assigned at birth that transition into male. They date and marry and get into relationships with usually gay men. Some date straight men, some date bisexual men, etc. And they have babies and they live their lives like normal people, but they usually get some sort of opposition. People think that they should not transition because um, why transition to be male to be with males? That's the main question that's asked. That's the point of my speech today is to clear that up. So gender identity is how you identify, how you present to society on a day-to-day basis, and sexual identity is who you would like to marry or date or have a physical relationship with beyond, family and friends, etc., etc. Gender is on one hand, sexual identity is on the other. Neither have anything to do with each other in those terms. So that is it for my speech, and thank you for listening.